Hi everybody. Well, it's afternoon. Usually I do videos in the morning, but it's afternoon today. Had lunch. I'm good to go. Today I am working on, let me show you, the mini NCW, Necessary Clutch Wallet by Emmaline bags. And I'm making a bag to match my a wallet to match my everyday tote with my Donut Cats material from Brittany of the Emporium. And this is my pink Australian clay from Mormino. I am using, this is the piece, cute lining outside. And I wanted to show you my cute little, I have a turn lock that I'm going to use on the outside. Can you see that? Isn't that cute? And this is the piece that goes inside. Little turn lock. That's going to be so cute. And then I have my little pink tag to go on it. Okay, so let's get started. Let me get you guys down here where you can see what I'm doing. Hold on just a second. There we go. I think that looks good. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to show you what I've done so far. And it's pretty much like the regular size NCW, just the mini version. Okay, what I've already worked on was the credit card slots. Okay, you have your long piece of material, and then in the pattern you have your measurements where you're going to fold to make the accordion slots for your credit cards. Okay, so we've got 2 of those. We've already done that, and I've got them the right size. So our next step, just for this part, and then we'll flip over to the other instructions to do the rest of it. We're going to sew these together. Excuse me. At the bottom, we're going to put them right sides together, and we're going to sew across the bottom down here. And then when we open them up, they'll be opposite on opposite sides. Okay? So let's do that first. Make sure you pay attention to your measurements for your accordion folds. Because I came in here earlier today and I was getting that part ready, and realized I had folded one, my measurements were off. So I had to refold it. Thankfully I hadn't done any top stitching or anything to it yet. Let me get that spot again. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to splay that open. Just give it a good rub. Finger press it, or you can use your seam roller. Okay. Now, with that open, we're going to measure. Let's see, where is it? Find my measurement so that I can get the center mark. Okay. Not in that one. Just a second. this measurement. See where I'm at. There we go. Okay. And we're going to sew down our divided line there. And what it's going to do is separate those into our credit card slots. See? Okay. Let me do that really quick. Make sure my part down here is folded open. There we go. So we're going to check them, make sure they work. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we've got our 8 slots there. We're good. Okay, now we're going to take our credit card back piece and we're going to put it right sides together. Okay, and we're going to sew at the top and the bottom of this and then flip it out. Okay, now we're going to flip this right side out. I was trying to use every little piece of my donut cats that I could because I just love it so much. Clip that down a little bit. Let me get this side. If you wanted to, water resistant canvas or waterproof canvas light would be good to use on this because it's a little bit thinner. But this is waterproof cotton and I think it's going to be fine. I think we're going to be good. Okay, now we're going to top stitch across that top and bottom piece that we just did. I've made this one several times, and I've made the larger one once, maybe twice. And that one was back, those were back before I got an industrial machine. There we go. there's that piece. Okay, now we're going to work on our little zipper pocket. Get this measured out. And this is where I flip it back to the original NCW so that I can follow the instructions. There we go. Put my zipper pull on here. We'll put this up for now. Put it aside. I hope y'all can hear me okay. Such a little tiny piece. I probably had a piece extra that I could have used. Oh well. Scrap piece I cut. When I cut my zippers too long, I hang on to the leftovers. There we go. Got it. Now we get our little zipper parts. It's these pieces. Oh, that's a flap. Put that aside. Okay. Zipper, zipper. Okay. So we're going to take, oh, we have to do the little tabs first. I forgot. Yeah. So let me get my little tab pieces. What did I do with them? Let's just cut a piece from this, since I want to use all of it anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this in half. We're just going to put that right there on the end. That'll give us, yeah. So we're going to fold that in half. Slide it over the end. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to fold one end. See that? One of my ends. And set it on like so. Okay? And then we'll fold the other side to the back, because we don't necessarily need that folded. Okay, there we go. Okay, got that one. Got that side done, and I can trim some of that. Oops. Oh, I totally missed that part. Totally missed it, so I'll do another stitch on there. No big deal. just going to be a little change pocket. Okay, now we're going to take our pieces here and we're going to put, that's the inner pocket. Okay. We're going to start okay, we're going to center this. I'm just going to mark it on here with a pen so that I can see my center mark. Okay. Oops. Sorry, that was loud. That was very, very loud. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to clip that to the center here. On both sides. Then we're going to take our piece, our lining piece here, the smaller one, because we're doing the longer one. The smaller one's going to go on the back side, sandwiched. There we go. And then we're going to stitch across there. Okay. Make sure you move your zipper out of the way because it might get in the way. Press that back. There we go. And then we're going to top stitch. And I'm just going to top stitch from the end of the tab to the other end of the tab. Oops, I'm a little bit too far on that one. It'll be fine. Okay, then we're going to repeat on the other side. Same way. Okay. Let's do my centers here. Okay. We're going to put the long piece on the outside, matching up your centers with your zipper. And then we're going to sandwich the other piece right sides together on the back side. Okay, and watch for your zipper pull. Oh, excuse me. Okay, same thing, press it back, and then we're going to top stitch from the tab to the other tab. There's that. Okay, now we're going to take our outside pieces, match them up, and what we're doing is matching up our side seams here. Fit those together there, the side, because we're going to fold this out. So that one side will be a slip pocket and the other side will be a zipper pocket. Okay. Am I going in or out? I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, it's going to get a little tricky there because it's a bit snug. Okay. Where the tabs are sitting next to each other. What we're going to end up doing is sewing around 3 sides of this. We're going to leave the bottom section open down here because it will get caught in the final sew when we do that. Okay, I'm going to sew up and around, back down the other side. Guess I should open my zipper so I can pull it through. There we go. Okay. Let me check my seam allowance and make sure. Yeah. Okay, cut that tab a little bit smaller. Okay. What I might suggest doing, which if I do it again, or when I do it again, I'm going to cut my zipper a little bit shorter, I think. Okay, now that the zipper is open down there, I'm going to trim these corners a little bit. Just take a little bit off the... Okay. Pull that through. Kind of skipped around on this. I should have done the outside first, but that's okay. It'll be fine. We've got our pieces prepped now. So that when we do the other part, it's just going to go together really quick. And I'm going to use rivets on the outside piece instead of trying to sew it because it'll be too thick with this. Okay, use my tool here. All the way down in the corner there. Okay. we're poking out our corners best we can down here. Okay, I'm tucking the lining in because we don't really need it sticking out, and poking out my tabs. All the way out there. There we go. Okay, got that done. Close up my zipper. There we go. See how cute that is? Okay, now I'm going to top stitch down here at the bottom, this folded edge down here. And that's going to be our slip pocket section when it gets folded in there. And see, when we sew it down in the pocket, the lining that's in here, I can feel it right here, it'll get caught and closed up like so. Okay. Keep burping it. Okay, now let's work on our flap. Okay, we're going to put right sides together. Let me get my flap piece. I got the templates for it from that template shop. Okay. I'm going to mark. I'm trying to decide. I'm thinking I'm going to do the pink, the solid pink on the outside, so that I can use this with any of my pink bags. Okay, so this part is going to be the cat head. So I'm just going to mark this so that it's there when we flip it out. Just made my mark, my reference mark. What we're going to do is we're going to sew these two together, and then we'll cut our hole. And since I'm doing a flip lock, we can do the sew around all the sides. Just go slow, take your time. What is mine? Oh, hold on. Flip back here. Well, I can't sew around all the sides. I have to flip it out. We're doing the 3 sides, and then we'll flip it out. We've got all three sides here, and I'm going to use my pinking shears just a little bit around the curve here so that we can, so it lays nice. I'm barely going around there. Be careful not to get any of my stitches. See? Now we're going to turn it right side out. And I put some Decaville light in there so that we would have stability when we get this all together. And I'm not doing the overlay. The pattern comes with overlay that you can put on there. If I wanted to, I could do like the cat decorative part as an overlay on the front of this. But I don't want to do that. I'm trying to get my curves popped out there. Okay. And we're gonna, there we go. That's pretty. Okay, get this all done. I'm just pinning or clipping it so that it'll hold when we go to do the top stitching here in just a second. Okay, that looks good. Okay, let's do our top stitch. Okay, well, this is where I was saying that we could close it up. So we'll just top stitch everything, and then we'll cut our hole for the turn lock. There we go. Okay, there's the back side. All pretty. I'll go ahead and mark my center here. Okay. Okay, got my center mark. Now I'm going to take my cat turn lock piece. Let me get my bowl here because we're going to take the screws out and I don't want to lose any. Oh look, I've got a I've got rivets. And I don't want to lose any of the screws, so make sure you have a little piece of magnet or something. You can use your machine magnets if you have any. I like the little bowl because I have lost so many screws from so many different pieces. Okay, we're going to use the back piece. It's got these little waffle-like thing on it. We're going to place that over our mark that we've already done for our placement. Okay. Okay, you want to mark your screw holes as well as the main opening. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hole punch set. Hold on just a second, let me get it and I will show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to use my my rivet press and a little hold on. I'm trying to get it on here. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to look through my set. I've got 2 sets here that I got on Amazon, and I'm going to find one that's closest to the size I need. Oh my gosh, that one looks perfect. Okay, I think it's going to be that one. Hold on a second, I'll turn you around so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, maybe, hold on. I'll just bring the rivet press over here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. This is my rivet press I got from Cam Snaps. Whoops. Move that out of the way. Okay. And my base here is from Hannah Woodworking, and I keep all my extra bits and pieces. These are some of my snap pulls back here, and what I have on it is these plates. Right here, these flat plates. I got these from Cam Snaps also. Then you can find these little cutting mats on, I got these on Amazon, I believe. Anyway, put that on there. Line this up. I mean, you can just use a hammer if you want, if you don't have the whole set. And I'm just going to place that under there. Okay. And then just press down. Stand up and do it. You hear that? I probably went through the cutting mat too. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, no, it did. Okay. Got to do it again because it didn't go all the way through. There we go. Oh, it went through that time because I got the mat too. Good thing these come in packs. Okay. There we go. That's my secret to cutting my holes here. My hole punch set. Okay, so let's move this back out of our way. Ooh. So now I'm going to punch those holes so that we can get the screws through. And I'm going to punch the next size up. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I'm measuring it through the, okay. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to punch that one. That one all the way through. And if I need to, I'll punch the holes in. Let's do it again just to make sure. There we go. I just looked over to see what my kitty Lemon's doing. She's laying in the window with her tongue open, or tongue sticking out. But she's having some good dreams today. Okay, got that. So now we're going to take the main front piece and put those oh no, I think I might need to do it just a little bit. Just a little bit bigger, no? Yeah, I'm going to trim it just a teeny bit around that hole. Just so that I can slide it in nice and even. Okay, here we go, that looks good. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm snipping to the hole on each one so that we've got more room to set down in there. There we go, that's good because I want it snug. There we go. So I'm just pressing the material and everything down into that spot, or down into this piece, around the screw holes. Okay. Now we're going to take our back piece, put that on. There you go. I'll get my screws. I'm not going to tighten it down all the way yet until I get the other screws in. And then when we get ready to do the other side, those will be just slats that we cut into the okay, let's tighten these down. Nice and snug. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Got some fuzzy bits. Isn't it cute? Okay. Now I need to get my, hold on. I forgot. Where is it? Where is it? There it was. I need the, I forgot to get one of the washers for it. Okay. Got that for later. Okay. We're going to set this aside until we're ready for it. Okay, now let's do the main body piece and attach. Okay. We're going to take our main body piece here. Move these out of the way. Okay. I'm going to find my center real quick so that I can line up my flap on it. Okay. We'll find our center. How are we doing? 47 minutes. Yeah. Not too bad. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to take my flap and we're going to put it right side down. Line it up with that part right there. Our center that we just marked. Okay. I'm going to base that on for now. Okay, now that I have that on, flip that up out of the way. So this is going to be the back side. So I'm going to put my bag tag right there. So we're going to go ahead and sew that on. I wish I had a prettier pink one. Let's see. Yeah. Wish I had that color pink. It's okay. Okay, I'm going to put it about there. Yep. Change my stitch length. I'll leave my tails long, pull it through. Pull that thread through. Change my stitch length so I don't forget about it. Pull that thread through. And then we're going to tie these off. And you can put yours bag tag wherever you want, on the front flap if you want, or inside. I don't think there's room on the bottom front for it. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take our lining piece, and I'm going to find the center here. Okay. What I'm doing here is I'm going to cut a horizontal line down here. Okay, because I'm going to sew around the whole thing. And I just want to cut a couple of inches. Let me get my ruler real quick. We're just going to do a couple inches on either side of that. So like a 4-inch opening. Oh, that's not marking out. Or is it? Oh, it's the wrong one. I keep forgetting that one doesn't have any ink in it. There we go. Yeah. So I'm going to cut an opening here. Because when we flip this, we can sew around the whole outside and flip it through the hole. Let me show you. Okay, we're going to put our pieces together. And when we flip it out and do our top stitch, we won't have to leave an opening, you know, around the outer perimeter. And that hole will get covered up and closed shut when we put our pieces on inside. So we get everything, our card slots and everything lined up in there. It will be fine. Okay. So we're going to do this, just clipping it around so we don't have any shifting. Because in the pattern, it'll show you to leave an opening like at the bottom side, but there have been a lot of tricks and tips videos that say leaving the opening here in the center will work out really well. Okay, so we're going to stitch around this. Okay. And I'm going to start on the flap side. See? Now we've got this opening where we can pull our flap through here. Let me use my pinking shears really quick. Mostly on the curves here. You don't want to use them on the flat part. I'm just doing the big curve on the ends here. Oops. There we go. Got all that off. Now let's pull it through. Okay. And we'll also have this opening that we can use to put our other piece of our turn lock. We can get our hand in there before we close it up. Hold on. Let me do this again. Pull that back through. Let's reach to one of these side pieces here first. Pull the flap out last. Not first because it's too close to the There you go. There we go. Squeeze that together. Might have been able to cut the opening a little bit bigger, but I didn't want to risk getting it too big. There we go. Come on. Other side. And we're going to top stitch around this whole thing. Get it nice and burped. Okay. I'm just going around, getting all my curves and stuff popped out here, smoothed out, so they're nice and pretty. Okay, just kind of rolling the seams a little bit to make sure we get them all all out there. Let's do this other side over here. And I didn't use any interfacing on my main body pieces here. It does call for some interfacing, but you know, it just depends on what you're using. The very first one I made, my NCW, was cotton, so I did use interfacing, what it was called for. There we go. Looks good. Okay. Now, there we go. Did that part. Yeah, I'm going to top stitch around this. Let's start on the back side here. Just pull it just a teeny bit. Okay. Let's see, once you get it in like so and like so, get that flap on there. It's gonna be adorable. Okay, next up, let's see, grab our pieces. And I'm just gonna dry fit these in here for now so that I can get my my other piece of my turn lock in here. I wish I had had a little no, I can't think straight. Number 3 zipper that I could have put in here. Okay, I'm just going to close this up slightly where it's going to go. And just get an idea so that I can get my me see if it's marked on here. It's marked on here. Okay. Okay. Let's see if that lines up. I'm gonna put my should have marked it first. It's okay though. We're good. Let me mark that really quick and see if it'll line up good. It would help if I actually marked it some. Okay, because I can wipe it off. Okay, let's put these in here again, just to see. Okay. Oh yeah. Where'd I do with it? There it is. Okay. We got our mark. So I'm gonna put this okay. So I want this there and there. Okay, I'm going to put my hand inside so that I don't accidentally cut all the way through. There. Okay, I'm going to get a piece of just an extra piece of interfacing to put on the back of it after I get it put in there. Okay. Just so that we have a little more stability on that. On those prongs. Okay. So this is a bit twisted here. Let me get my pliers real quick. See if I can straighten that up some. There we go, that's better. Okay. Get my hand in there. Poke the prongs through. Put the interfacing on. And then the backing. And then close them towards each other. Okay. That looks good. I'm going to put a piece of duct tape on the back of that so the prongs don't rub on the material and cause a hole. Okay, now when it's closed up, Ta-da. Okay, next, this is going to be a little difficult because we've got that in there. Here's my, okay. We're going to place our credit card pieces here, our credit card slots. Okay, and we're going to kind of center it. Okay. And then we will fold these in as tight as you can get them. Up against that. Okay. Then we'll do the other side. There we go. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to stitch down either side of that. Okay. Yeah. I was just looking, there it is. Okay. Just making sure my seam allowance is good. I wonder if I should do it other side. Let me do it other side up because I've got that. Because I have that turn lock on there. Okay. Let's do it this way. Okay, I'll do the other side. Okay, there we go. Got that done. And we've got our credit cards in there. Now we're going to put our zipper pocket in here. I'm going to take my see if I can find. I should have marked it already. That's okay. Find my center. Okay, this is where the pocket's going to get closed up in here. We're going to place this zipper pocket. We're going to fold it in half, and you see this center seam here? We're going to place it right there on the center between the two. Okay, mine keeps moving. I'm going to make some marks on this first. Because my inside, there we go. the measurements are in the pattern of where you're going to mark this, okay? Just making sure mine's lined up good. Okay. And it's going to tell you on what to mark on either side of it also. Let's see. Make sure the NCW or the mini one's the same. Sorry, I should have checked this sooner. Okay. I think it's the same. Yeah. Okay, now we'll place that center side seam there with the center of our pocket here, and we're going to sew a box around that. Okay, there we go. Now you're going to move your flap out of the way. And I'm making sure that my center line is still lined up there. Oops. Down here. Oops, one more. Close. A lot of thicknesses there. Okay, this is the part where we're going to use rivets. Okay, let's see, I have marks on here, and I'm going to mark them really quick. Okay, in the pattern there are measurements for these marks here that are on my template, these marks. We're going to fold the sides up and pinch this slip pocket and zipper pocket. I'll pull that up and pinch that in between like this. Okay, and I'm going to clip it. Then we'll pinch this put this on that line and pinch it. Then we'll pull the other side up and do the same thing. Pinch it. Oh, broke my clip. Oh, that was not going to hold. Okay, and then this side, pinch it. Okay. And that's our wallet. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to punch some holes really quick so we can get our rivets done. I think I might have to use some extra long rivets on these. Okay, and you're just kind of eyeballing this part. Okay, you want to make sure that it's down far enough that you're going to catch it. Might have to put a couple rivets. Yep. We're going to put a couple rivets in there. Okay. Move that down. I'm going to put one right here. And make sure you get all your layers. There we go. And then we'll do one down here too. I'll just put one up there at the top. Yep. Okay. We'll put one on the other side here. Kind of in the same area. I feel like I can't get my hands twisted around the right way. Got it. Okay, let me grab my rivets really quick. Let's get the extra large ones. Extra long ones, I should say. Let's see if these are going to be long enough. Oh yeah. Okay, now since I have my rivet press set up, I can probably do no, I can use regular ones on this one. Don't want to get this mixed up. Okay. Let's see if we can use regular ones. Because this front part is a little bit thinner. Yeah, we can just use regular ones on this one. The back side one, I might need to use the long ones because that section is a bit thicker because of the zipper pocket. Oh, my thing came off there. Okay, let me get these set really quick. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, please excuse all the noise. I'm sorry, baby girl. I didn't mean to wake you up. I'm sorry. You can go back to sleep. I'm not throwing stuff at you. Okay, got those two set. Let me get this one back where it needs to be. Yep, that's going to be really thick there. It still works. There we go. Okay, now let's get this one set. I can get that one in there. This one's going to be kind of low because of the zipper. This one's going to need an extra long one. Darn it. There we go. Now we'll put that through there. And cap. Okay, now we'll get the other side. There we go. And another long one. And cap. Okay, I'm going to get those pressed down really quick. Okay, there we go. And it just needs to rest a second. Okay, let me clean this up really quick, and then we will have a chat. But that wasn't too long. It was, let's see, an hour and a half. So that's not too bad. About 2 hours maybe with the credit card part, if we had done that together instead of me doing it beforehand. So let's move all that out of the way, get all these put up, and we will see how we did. Probably could have done it a little bit better, but we'll see. Hold on just a sec. Let me get you in. Oh, I accidentally. Oh well. Here we go. We're back. Here's our wallet finished. The mini NCW. She's got to rest some because she went through a lot. But see our little cute little kitty cat turn lock. And then we've got our cats on the inside. And we open it up. We've got your little credit card slots and a slip pocket up here. Your zipper. Another just opening slip pocket area. And then you've got your other credit cards on this side. But it turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. The vinyl makes it a little bit thicker, but you could just do it all in canvas or cotton or whatever. or accessory weight vinyl would be good too. But it turned out really good. And now I have a matching wallet to go with my bag. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wasn't too bad. Hopefully we got it all. Okay, well, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.